then Ronaldo! Balotelli, Aguero! It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
The Football Drop Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another FDP Euro special.
Oh, yes. And what a day to record it. It's Monday morning, just after England are through to the quarter-finals of Euro 2024.
And what a performance it was.
Honestly, what a performance indeed. I'm not sure what is yet, but we will try and work it out throughout this episode. From my perspective, it was pretty shite.
Yeah, I think I stood up for England last week, gave them the benefit of the doubt, and what they then did was just gone and stuck two fingers up and said, "Nah, I am not going to perform." Want to make Will look a bigger dickhead than he probably already looks. Which
Yeah.
I know you raise your eyebrow like as if that's possible.
I know somehow you found a way to make it even more possible, and it's kind of impressive, I must say. It's quite impressive.
It was really shit, wasn't it?
It was shit from start to finish. Even in extra time, we still looked shit.
Yeah. It was one of those games where I thought, I said, so I was watching it with Jack, and it was quite funny because I was like, welcome to being an England fan. This is what it's like to be a supporter of England, because, and I said to him, this is how I imagine Tottenham supporters feel every day of their life.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you get so excited and then they just let you down. He was like up and down, hyperactive. Like it got to about, I can't blame him, it got to about 88 minutes and he was like, I think I'm going to go outside and just play football. I think he thought, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to win the Euros with England on my own, in my head.
Well, I think judging off Kane's general performance, I think Jack probably would have done a better job up top for most of that game.
Yeah. Well, was Harry Kane playing up front?
Well, he's supposed to play up front. His
Second
position
half.
is striker. His heat map was probably very close to Jordan Pickford.
In the first half. The second half, there must have been a conversation because he was a lot further forward in the second half. But okay, let's talk about the negatives for a minute before we come on to the positives, because there were some positives.
Is there?
95th minute. That's why I thought if we do the negatives first, because then we can come to the positives. Yeah. It was really poor, wasn't it? Just the whole performance, like watching it.
Yeah.
Was just like passing it around the middle. There was no Saka, I think, was one of our better players, and yeah, I don't think he crossed the ball once.
No, I mean, the problem we had was no one passed forward, no one made any runs forward. It's almost as though everyone's scared to actually play it forward and have a go. So if everyone's scared of taking a risk, then you're only ever going to pass sideways or backwards.
And what made me laugh before the game, when the team was announced, there were sort of people saying, well, why isn't Cole Palmer in the team? Why is Saka starting? Why is Foden and it's like, wow, we're talking about probably two of the best attacking midfielders in the world last season, in Saka and Foden.
Yeah, arguably, yeah.
Obviously, there are others. You know, I'm not saying that they are the two. They're one and two, but like they are hot property. Like if any club would be really pleased to have them. Is kind of what I'm saying. And then we're going, yeah. Well, why is Saka playing? Like, why ain't Cole Palmer playing? And I'm like, well, because Saka is a fantastic player on the right. That's his position. Cole Palmer's great. Don't get me wrong. Like he probably does deserve a place in that team. But who do you take out? I think it still comes back to the fact that we had 2 number 10s playing, and we had nobody on that left hand side, and that's the side that Slovakia got their goal, because Trippier was, I thought, in the first half in particular, really poor. I thought Guay had a good game again. Like, he seems to be the most consistent player, but then was at fault for the goal. In my opinion, he was too slow. He was caught out. He was too slow. Great ball, but it was just too slow. It was just too sluggish. It's like we're sort of going, well, we'll just wait. And I just found it so negative. And then we only got going, really, in the 85th, 86th minute, when we actually started to attack. And then he brings Ivan Toney on. I like Ivan Toney. I think Ivan Toney's a great footballer. But is he who England wanted in that? Did we need him earlier? We needed something earlier.
Yeah, absolutely earlier. I think everyone keeps sort of saying this, don't they? It's all about Southgate's game management. As a man manager, he's probably brilliant, and all the players seem to enjoy playing for England again, which is very rare. We're not used to this. But I think his in-game management, and don't get me wrong, we're not experts by any stretch of the imagination, so it's very difficult for us to sit here on a Monday morning and just tear him apart. But you're right, something needed to change sooner to be able to up that game, because it wasn't working. I think Eze came on, did okay, but didn't really change too much. I think bringing Cole Palmer on sort of changed it a bit, but then Saka changed positions. Saka was right wing, left back, and then right wing back. And I think he did pretty well in all those positions. Yeah. So, that kind of answers the question of why does Saka start over Cole Palmer, for example, because of that versatility. And he still did very well in every position.
Yeah, and he wasn't happy about going into some of those positions, but still did it. Still did what the team wanted and did it very well.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you with the Ivan Toney thing. If you're going to bring another striker on, bring him on 65, 70 minutes then.
Yeah.
Or 60 minutes. Change that formation and change the shape. It's not working.
Yeah, exactly. And then, for me, we scored, unbelievable goal by Jude Bellingham. Top quality goal. Harry Kane then, in extra time. That was taken to extra time. Got into extra time. Harry Kane scored straight away. I'm like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And we just sat back and absorbed the pressure. And I'm like,
why?
Are we mad?
Yeah, it's just, it started that old classic. It's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing 1,000 times and expecting different results. It's always going to happen. And we would play Switzerland in the next round. The way Switzerland played, we're not going to beat them.
We won't beat Switzerland.
They're going to be all over us from start to finish.
Yeah, it'll be a 3-0 absolute stonking because we're just not good enough, and we haven't got Gay because he's now suspended because that referee was like,
God.
He was the same guy, wasn't he? Who got 18 yellow cards in the Turkey match.
That's
2 red cards, 18. That is unbelievable. And then all of a sudden in the second half, he was like, I can't be bothered to keep getting my yellow card out. I just won't bother.
I thought exactly the same. There were so many challenges in that second half, and I was like, hang on, you should have definitely been given a card for that. Arguably, some of the cards he did give were quite harsh. Were justified. They were harsh challenges, I mean. Yeah. But 5 cards in 15, 16 minutes at one stage.
I'm not
calm down, mate.
The Gay one, I thought, 3 minutes in, do you need to bring out your yellow card?
Exactly.
But rules of the game probably was a yellow card, and then I think it was Foden stood on someone's foot and got yellow carded, and I thought that feels a bit harsh. And then Bellingham went in and tackled from behind, and I thought, well, okay, that's a yellow. But then there were others, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it was an insane game to watch. I just thought, what on earth is going on? Slovakia are the better team. England can't put anything together. I thought Declan Rice was very good, but he just seems so restricted because he's like Mainu's top quality, like them two in the middle. Great, that seemed to work quite well. But you've still got a problem with Bellingham sitting in that number 10 position, like fighting for everything, and then he looks behind him and Harry Kane stood there, and it's like, how like we need some. There was so many times when there was just no one in the box because there was a time when Harry Kane was crossing the ball into the box, and I'm thinking, why are you crossing it? You're meant to be you're meant to be in there.
Exactly. And do you know what I noticed as well is when we were crossing balls into the box, Harry Kane was nowhere near the balls. Now, I'm not going to throw all the blame on Harry Kane on that because some of the balls were pretty shocking.
Yeah.
But if you've got Harry Kane, who's brilliant in the air, why are you not passing it to him? You don't just whip it in the box. Like, you got to pass it to him. But he was either at the front or at the back. There was nothing in between whatsoever.
Yeah.
So what are you doing so many times? Like, he would just do a half jump because he's so far away. And it's like, well, what are you actually doing? I just don't get it. He genuinely seemed like a fucking waste of space yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to disagree because I mean there was times, and I don't know if we caught up in the emotion of it still, you know, but there were times where I was just thinking, well, why don't we just get Ollie Watkins on? Well, you know, why don't we? Why doesn't he bring Eze on, move Foden into the middle, and move Bellingham back? You know, he did everything. Like in the end of the game, when we was kind of playing a 3 at the back, that looked like that was working, and then we scored, and then the pressure's like, it's like, no, we're just going to sit back now, and we're not going to do anything. And I don't understand that because there is no way that those England players want to play like that.
No, but why do they then? This has got to come from Southgate because there's not. I can't think of many teams in the Prem where they will go up and then just sit in.
I don't understand it.
5-6 years ago, maybe there were teams that probably would do that, including us at times. But most teams want to go and score 2 or 3 goals so they're safe.
And naturally, in a game like that, Slovakia they'll go all out attack naturally. So you know that you're going to have to defend the lead. That's just something that is going to happen.
Yeah.
But with the and on paper and with the ability of the players that we've got, you know, the game after you look at the Georgia-Spain game, they went behind, an own goal, unlucky. Then they score 4, and you think we should be doing that against Slovakia. Germany in their game against Denmark, we should be better than Germany. So we should be out doing those and doing what they're doing. It seems to me it's the system, and it's hard to get away from that. And you know, we played football. We've not played it at that level. Never ever got anywhere near that. But it's almost like, well, I've played football, and I've never gone to sit back and defend the lead like that. There's always been that want to push forward, like right, come on, let's get out, let's push forward. There just didn't seem to be that. It seemed to be like we had Tony there to hold the ball up, so we could kind of counter. Then we had Cole Palmer and Eze who could run down, and I'm thinking. I remember Man United playing football. Like that was a Man United way, wasn't it, to counter like that?
Yeah.
But they could absorb that pressure. We just didn't look like we could do that. We looked like we were kind of like Sheffield United of last season, trying to soak up the pressure and then trying to sort of get back. And it's like it just doesn't work anymore.
No, it's just so underwhelming. The whole tournament for England has been underwhelming, but you've got to win these games to get through, and we have somehow managed that. We can slay something but if we got to the final and then won it like this, you'd moan about the performance, but you'd still be happy that we won the Euros, wouldn't you?
It's
Just trying to
you
see
know,
it from the side.
and yeah, that's that's right to move us on to the positives of the game. Is we're through to a quarter final of a major competition again with Gareth
Fourth
Southgate.
quarter final in a row now.
With Gareth Southgate, you know, we were lucky before him to get out of a group stage, to get into the last six. Like none of this would have ever happened really before. We're very lucky, but the performances have been really bad. And I don't know whether we just need to accept, like, England are going to do that, and then let's go and hope that they dig in, they get a goal against Switzerland, and then they defend it quite well. I think if you haven't got the defenders, especially with Gay gone...
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, Conser looked good when he came on. I appreciate it was only about 15, 20 minutes, but he looked solid and he was battling everything. But again, I think that's kind of influenced a little bit by the fact that everyone's played like 105, 110 minutes of football already.
But, so I agree, but, right, Conser's, so he throughout this tournament has played the same, he's gone for the same 11. I think he made one change, didn't he? Brought Mainu in from the start. But his substitution, so he brought Gordon on the other day, Eze on before that, Eze on this time. He brought Trent on last game, brought Conser on this game. It brought Tony on instead of, I can't remember who he got on last time. But it, sorry?
Watkins played. Oh no, Watkins got the second game, didn't he? I think.
Yeah. So it's just like, well, what are you bringing them on for? There must be a plan. There must be a plan in place. He's not just sort of guessing. You hope, although that's what it looks like. But
yeah,
I just think, well, what you know, we've got all these good players. What is the right thing to do? It looks like Trippier's out, Gay's out, so he's forced into making kind of a change. Yeah, I mean, the positives were we got through again. Harry Kane scored again. Jude Bellingham scored an unbelievable goal. And there was probably 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, where England looked like they had the potential to really beat Slovakia.
I feel embarrassed agreeing with you on that. Well, you just said it, yeah. For 10, 15 minutes, it looked like England deserved to beat Slovakia. It's Slovakia. There's no disrespect to Slovakia at all, but they're not known for their footballing prowess.
No.
We're celebrating, scraping by a 2-1 win against them at extra time.
We was almost celebrating Declan Rice, you know, beating up their manager as well at the end.
Mate, that manager, what was he doing?
He wanted to go up and have a go at the ref, and Declan Rice was just there like, all right, calm down. And he pushed him, and Declan Rice was like, all right, let's have it then.
Yeah, he's got to get fucking fined for that, little prick.
Yeah.
Mate.
Strange game, strange performance. But Switzerland, here we come.
Switzerland, here we come. It's going to be a tough game, that one. It's going to be really tough. They looked really good against Italy for that 2-0 win, though.
Oh, mate, that second goal as well. Incredible goal.
Granit Xhaka has lost 2 games since leaving Arsenal. That's mental, isn't it? That's absolutely insane. He's lost 2 goals in an entire 2 games in an entire season.
Yeah, that is pretty mad. I've just sort of, you know, noted that you've got your up behind you. You've got your t-shirts up.
Oh yes. Yes.
You can just see the 10 and the 14. So I'm going to guess that it's Bergkamp and Henry.
It is Bergkamp and Henry. It is.
You can just about make out that there's signatures on there. Oh
yes. Yeah. Signed in a frame, UV glass as well. This doesn't get damaged. Yeah, I went all out. These are literally prized possessions.
And do you know what's even better? Is that you can see your computers behind you in the reflection.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Better take that picture of you down.
Yeah. What's that stuff on it?
Oh, I know you're disgusting. Come on, Will. Sort yourself out, mate.
Got a new door as well, I see. I don't know if that was there on the last one, but you got a door on.
Yeah, it was there last time. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the door's on. The handle's not on yet, but the door's on. So I'm hoping I can open it after because I've realised I've pushed it shut, so the cat didn't come in and Laura's getting ready. So I'm really hoping I can actually get out after.
Yeah, because you need to get out today, didn't you?
I do. Yeah, never mind.
You're
Never
looking
mind.
fresh, man. Looking fresh.
Thanks, mate. Looking forward to football tonight.
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah.
Session.
Yeah. I haven't got my t-shirt yet, so I just have to find something grey, but it is coming today.
Oh, mate, come on.
Yeah.
Letting the team down.
Well, in that area.
You knew it Thursday. Come on, man. You had so much time.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
So it's disappointing, Benji.
Never mind.
Sorry.
So today's games, we've got France against Belgium and then Portugal against Slovenia. And then tomorrow, Romania, Netherlands and Austria, Turkey.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. That Romania game. I got a funny feeling that they could do it, but also Turkey could smash them as well. It's interesting.
Turkey, what, could smash Austria?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't see it.
good. They got the potential.
I think Austria just play a system and a style where everyone will struggle, no matter who they play against. Everyone will struggle because they are all over them. If you can handle that press and you can play through it, then you're fine. I don't think Turkey are that good to do that.
They've got some good players. That's what I mean. They've got some really good players. Like I could see them doing it, but then
Who have they got?
Sorry.
Who have they got that's good?
To be honest, mate, they've got the two central midfielders. They've got a winger, a couple of their defence. Like I'm not gonna try and say their names because I don't want to butcher another language. But
Haven't most teams got central midfielders, wingers, and defenders?
no, you said who was good. So I'm
Yeah,
explaining
but
to you
most
who I
teams
think
have
was
got
good.
good central midfielders, wingers,
Oh,
and
okay,
defenders.
all right. For that, you're right, mate. They're going to lose. Yep, they're going to lose. Like, that's fine. If you're going to be like that, let's just.
So aggy today. I love it. I'm literally just like, this is me in the button. Oh dear.
Well done. Hope you're proud of yourself.
I am, mate. I am indeed.
So, who do you think is going to win it, and why do you think it's going to be Spain?
I think Germany, and that's because they're hosts.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, I could. Yeah, who is it? I think it's. So if Portugal get through, they'll play Spain, won't they? And then I think it will be France, Germany. You know, if those guys kind of get through the next day, I think that's.
Yeah, I think so.
How it lines itself up. It's going to be interesting. That side of the tournament is going to be really interesting. I think actually what you're probably going to have is a really good team come through that side, and then whoever gets through this side is going to be, you know, could be the Netherlands, could be the Swiss, it might be England. But probably not.
The sides of the draw is weird. It seems like one side is the best of the best, and the other side is the best of the rest.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I'll take being best of the rest if we get through to a final again and then do it.
Yeah, I mean, last time, last Euros, we did have to beat Germany, we did have to beat Denmark, we did have to beat. I can't remember who did we pass to Germany.
Can't remember that.
It was like completely gone out of my head. And Italy, obviously we lost to Italy, but we did have to beat some of the big teams.
Yeah, we had tough games.
It's not wanting to put the Swiss or the Slovaks down. Like they're decent opposition, but they're not the big boys, are they?
No.
And if it gets to the semi-final and we've got the Netherlands again, that's not the biggest of opposition. They're not by no means easy, but they're not Spain, Portugal, Germany. They're not who we could be up against. So it's interesting.
Exactly. Let's just see how it goes. That's all we can do. All we do is wait and see, William.
We'll still be watching, probably reluctantly. I do feel, for that new era of kids, people coming through, watching England, getting excited, thinking, oh, yeah, we've got great players. Like, yeah, I mean, we had great players in 2004. We had great players in 2008. We had great players in 96. We had great players in 90. We're just not going to do it.
No, a great player is not a great team. That's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no matter how bad we play, there will still be people that are sat there in front of the TV, head in their hands, sweating, leaning forwards, getting really anxious as people normally do, don't they?
But that was me. You literally,
What's that?
I was sat on the edge of the chair, then I was sat on the floor. I was even talking to the players, talking them through what they needed to do, like they could hear me. It's like, this is absolutely insane. What am I doing? I'm 35 years old, and I'm sat there getting like anxious and upset because Eze's misplaced the pass, or he's not. I was getting angry at Ivan Toney for not chasing the ball. I'm like, he can't hear me.
I must admit, I have seen the video and it's really entertaining.
It's mental.
Yeah. It's really fun for me. I've saved it. I've put it in the cloud. I'm going to download it to the desktop. That's always going to stay with me forever now.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You sitting in front of the TV, leaning forward, going, "Oh no, come on! Oh no!" You're
is there a video?
Sent it to
It's
me
brand new
yesterday.
information to me.
So yeah, I really appreciated it. So when you see Sel, just tell her thank you from me.
Wow, deceitful. I've been videoed and I don't even know about it.
I'm sure you've done that to people in the past.
Unbelievable. I'm like Joey. I take naked pictures and I eat chicken.
Only the skin, though.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Right, we'll call it a day. We've got stuff to do.
Yes.
And we'll do probably another one later this week anyway, I'm sure.
Yep, cool. All right, mate. See you soon.
Cheers, mate. Bye.